In today's video, I'm going to show you why you don't need an upsell and you can make millions with just one offer. By the way, don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I release new videos each and every week on how to grow your online business. Hey everybody, Dan Henry here, founder of 𝐃𝐚𝐧 and author of the best-selling book, Digital Millionaire Secrets. Just found out today it is a USA Today bestseller. Super excited about that. So what I'm going to talk about today is the whole upsell thing. Now, if you're not really caught up on what an upsell is, let me just sort of map out how that normally goes. You'll have a coaching offer, an online course, a mastermind, or whatever it is. And you'll be trying to sell your knowledge, trying to sell your expertise, or maybe even a service. And a lot of people will create these upsells where maybe they'll sell you a low ticket product, something that could be anywhere from like $27, $47, and then you'll buy that product, often referred to as a tripwire, and then they'll try to sell you something higher ticket after. Or they try to sell you a main offer for like $997 or $2,000 or something like that. And this, again, it could be an online course, a coaching offer, what have you. And then they'll have an upsell to that. And so you'll buy it and then, get this other thing, blah, 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 blah. And I, early in my career, I fell into that trap. And that whole ascension trap is basically like, hey, let's sell them a bunch of crap they don't need so that eventually they'll buy the thing they do need or whatever it is. And my philosophy has always been start by selling them one product that solves their entire problem. At least my philosophy after I had some time in the game and really learned what works and what doesn't. So let me walk you through this. One time I was selling a $997 offer, right? And it was doing very well. And I created this upsell, this tripwire that was $37. And it did very well, but then it became out of date. So I created a new one. And this time when I sold it, it actually tanked my sales because of the fact that people thought that they had everything they needed in that little tripwire, that little teeny product you sell before the main offer. And so they didn't buy my main offer, and I actually had to take the product down in order to get sales back up for that $1,000 online course. And then I tried, I thought, well, I want to make more money out of my list, so I'll upsell and I'll tack things on and I'll nickel and dime. And it just wasn't a great way to do business. To me, it felt like my customers had to buy this, and that, and mix and match to get their problem solved. And I didn't like that. I don't think they liked it. And I just didn't like doing business that way. Plus, overall, I was spending so much time creating other products and offer creation and trying to figure out what offer to make so that I could either make more money out of the people that were already buying or sell things that would cause me to sell more of my main offer. And what I ended up finding was it's much easier to create one offer that solves the entire problem, raise the price of that offer, and just concentrate on getting better at selling that one offer. Now, I get it. Nobody wants to get better at anything. They want the secret. They want the template. They want the script. They want the easy way. And that's fine, but you're kind of a hack entrepreneur if that is how you feel. A real entrepreneur gets better at what they do. They refine their skills. And it came to a point for me where I decided I didn't want to be a hack anymore. I just didn't want to be a funnel guy or just somebody that just made funnels and made offers and was just this course guru. I wanted to be a real entrepreneur. And so I completely got rid of the normal direct response, like classic online marketing methods. And I thought, what if I created a great offer? I created a great webinar. I increased the price. I sold it over the phone and had a sales team sell it over the phone rather than all these, upsells and downsells and all this crazy stuff. And what if I just did that? And what if I just got really good at selling over the phone? And when I did that, we dumped all of our other products. We sell one product now, and we sell it over the phone. And it's a higher price than my normal products that I sold early in my career. It gets way better results. It teaches people how to create digital products, sell coaching, consulting for a premium price. And everything was better. Everything did better. We've made more money, more profit than we ever have. And the other thing is, when you're trying to sell something and you've got all these little upsells and downsells, you have to tweak and you have to get in there and twist wrenches for all these different things. Whereas when you have a webinar that you drive traffic to, you put out content and you're always just saying, hey, go here and book a call. Go here and book a call. All you really have to do is get better at selling over the phone. One thing. And when we did that, it was just amazing how much our revenue increased. In fact, this year we had a month where we did like 1.6 million. I only spent 50 grand in ads. It's because we got really good at selling over the phone. I got really good from talking and people buying, not, oh, this upsell, that downsell. And so you might say, well, Dan, that's great and all, but what about your book? Your book is people buy the book and then they buy your main program. Well, here's the thing. We did, I think, $6 million with this offer with just a webinar to a phone call. That's it. Then down the line, I added the book. And did the book increase sales? Did people buy the book, read the book, and then buy my main offer, or watch my webinar and then buy my main offer? Yes, they did. Now you might say, well, wait a minute, Dan. Whoa, you have the book. This is, you can get this book for whatever, $7. It's actually free. You just pay $7 for shipping, or $20 international. That's low ticket. And then if you buy the book, there's a couple of upsells in here. What are you talking about? Well, here's the thing. And this is where you really have to pay attention. I did 5 to 6 million with just a webinar to a phone call to selling one offer well before I ever wrote this book. Now, since I've released this book, have people bought the book, read the book, and then went and watched my webinar and booked a call and bought? Sure, absolutely. Has this increased my sales? Totally. But here's the thing, and this is really key here. If I did not get good at that webinar, booking a call, putting out content that books calls, and selling over the phone and teaching my sales team to sell over the phone, this book would have not done anything for me. So think about it this way. If you've ever seen the movie The Fast and the Furious, the very first one, what do they do to make their cars go faster? They put nitrous oxide in it, right? And they have a car. The car is pretty fast. It's a pretty fast car. But then when they put nitrous in and they hit that button, boom, it goes faster. But imagine for a moment that you had one of those cars and that car did not run. The engine was broken. The engine did not run. Would you, A, put nitrous oxide in the car to make it go faster, or would you, B, fix the engine, right? If the engine isn't running, then there's no point to put nitrous oxide in the car because it's not going to do anything. Just like if I cannot run a webinar, book calls, and close sales and have my sales team close sales, then there's no reason to write a book. There's no reason to have a tripwire. There's no reason to have an upsell, because those things only help fuel an engine that is already running. If the engine isn't running, then there's no point. And so if you're spending your effort and your time in the beginning coming up with tripwires and upsells and all this, you're wasting your time because there is so much work to be done. It took me a year to really, truly dial in my sales team, fix their mindset, get them just absolutely crushing. Well, it took about 90 days, but from 90 days, it took me about 90 days to get them to an acceptable level of sales. From 90 days to the rest of the year, that's when they became true rock stars. But even still, 1 year is still just, it's plenty of time. And we made like freaking $6 million in that time with just getting people to watch one piece of content, one good piece of content, a webinar where I really delivered. And then if they either booked a call or they didn't. If they didn't, I sent out YouTube videos. I sent out videos like this. People watch these videos. They get more and more comfortable. They book a call. We explain to them how our offer works, how we can help them. And if it makes sense, they buy. Pretty simple. And even if you're not selling over the phone, even if you're doing an order page, right? You have a webinar and you're selling people a coaching program or an online course via webinar or a software via webinar. Again, if you cannot have a webinar that directly sells, or not even a webinar, a video sales letter, whatever it is, one video that can get people to buy or get people to book a call and then buy. If you can't master that one process, if you can't sell that one offer by itself, make it profitable and do it right, then you have no business. You have absolutely no business with an upsell, a tripwire, a book, a challenge. Oh, Dan, what about challenges? Let me put together this $97 challenge. For what? You're putting it together so you can sell your main offer. If you can't sell your main offer alone by itself, then you're fueling an engine, you're pouring gas in an engine that doesn't run. And so I talk about this in my book, in the Circle of Focus chapter. I talk about how I focused on one offer. I talk about how I focused on getting that process down. And once that process was down and it was making money, then I threw fuel on the fire. Then I did things like that and turned on the nitrous oxide. But if you're trying to put nitrous in a car that doesn't yet run, you're wasting your time. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're not good enough to make an offer, a main offer, sell by itself with just one offer, you're not good enough to make an upsell. You're not good enough to make a tripwire. You're just not good enough. You're not. You can sit there and tell yourself all day long, oh, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. You're not. If you can't make one offer sell by itself and make it profitable, you are not good enough to have an upsell. You're just not. All right? That's like saying I'm a rookie in the MLB and I've never played on the field. I'm like fourth string. I sit on the bench all year. I help the pitcher warm up. But I'm ready for the All-Star game, coach. I'm ready to go in the World Series. No, you're not. You're just not. It's just not how life works. You haven't paid your dues. You haven't got good. You haven't developed your skill. You're just not good enough yet. And here's the beautiful part. I made millions of dollars getting good. I made millions of dollars selling one offer, getting good. It wasn't like I had to scrounge my way through and, oh, eventually I'll barely make any money and then I'll make an upsell. No. My students, my clients, 99% of them sell one offer and they'll make 20, 30, 40, 50,000. Imagine if you sold a $10,000 coaching offer, right? Like I've got people who sell $10,000 offers on how to recruit better people for your company, how to lose weight, how to fix your marriage, how to find $5,000 to $10,000 programs on how to find your perfect match. Yes, you can actually sell consulting, coaching, online courses for that much, especially if you deliver. And I can teach you how to do that. But if you're running around trying to sell $27 offers so that you can sell your $10,000, if you can't sell your $5,000 or $10,000 offer, or even your $997 or $2,000 offer, if you can't sell it by itself, then you got no business messing with upsells. You just don't. And so 99% of my clients sell one offer, and imagine if you had a 5K offer, right? You sell 10, just 10 in 1 month, made 50 grand. Now, if you try to sell a $27 offer, 50 grand becomes almost unattainable. But I got one guy, he says, Dan, how do I get to 50 grand a month? I took a look at his offer. I said, dude, why are you charging 5 grand for this? This is a 10K offer all day long. Easy. Like the value you're giving here is totally worth it. So I said, why don't you just raise your prices? So raise his prices, we work with him on sell. What do? We didn't add an upsell, we didn't add this, we didn't add that. We got him better at selling over the phone. Oh, you said this, you should have said that. You said that, you should have said this. Oh, they said that, oh, don't say that. And eventually, he stopped saying the wrong things. He comes on the coaching calls every week, and he just says, Dan, they didn't buy. Well, what did they say? Well, they said this. Well, what did you say? Well, I said this. Oh, you shouldn't have said that. You should have said this. Got it. And after about a month and a half, he stopped saying the wrong thing. What did he do? He got better at closing over the phone. And then by raising his price, 5 sales. 50 grand a month. Like, it's so simple. It's not hard to become a millionaire. What's hard is getting out of your own way. And so when you embrace that, when you embrace the ability to raise your prices, the ability to get better at selling your one core offer, that's when you truly ascend. That's when you truly increase your sales. Anyway, so that right there is my view on upsells. Basically, if you can't sell your main offer, if you need an upsell to sell your main offer, then you have no business with an upsell or a tripwire or any of that just low-brow, low-budget, low-class marketing techniques, okay? But once you can sell it and once you're good at it, then you can turn on the nitrous oxide. Then it's okay. Listen, if you would like to learn more about focus, about high ticket, about how to sell a digital product, grab a copy of my best-selling book. I get to say that now, USA Today bestseller. Who knows? Maybe I'll even hit the Wall Street Journal. We'll see. But grab a copy of my book. I'll leave a link in the description. It is free plus shipping. Yeah, and just go ahead and go to the scaling your offer section, as well as the part about focus. Actually, you know what would be great? If you just read the whole book, it would really help you. So grab a copy of this book. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like videos like this and you like direct, no BS advice, because that's what I give each and every week. Subscribe. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.